Welcome to Kahuna Trading. We're looking at Kahuna EA, and currently this is actually for the M5 time frame, which is not being released just yet because we're still in development on this one. But the reason I'm using this one for our first video here is that the simulator allows it to run a little bit faster. The M15 simulator is really enjoyable to watch, but it takes longer, and so I want you to be able to see a little bit more of the result in real time a little quicker. So currently it's running not at top speed, but it's running fast enough that you can see that opens, close, and peaks and valleys, they tend to gravitate towards Kahuna lines. So all these lines that we're taking a look at here, these are all generated by our engine, and it's doing a pretty good job here so far. We added something just recently here. There we go. Now, you know, a lot of people will say, well, if you put enough lines on the chart, it's going to hit them, because that's just how price is. It tends to hit everything if you put enough lines on the chart. But yeah, like this last little candle right there, you notice it was contained pretty much perfectly between the Kahuna lines. And then that one closed right next to it, and we seem to have a pattern right there, right? And then if you watch long enough, it's kind of unbelievable, actually, even to me after all this time, after finally putting this together here. It's kind of hard to believe. And so there we go. Again and again. And again and again and again and again. That's what happens here. Now you can say, oh yeah, but not every line is right on the lines, man. And that's true. Because, well, for one thing, I like to call the market Mr. Market. You know, no one really knows exactly how it works, and so I just kind of have fun. I endearingly like to call it Mr. Market. And so here we are. Now we just surpassed the Kahuna white line, but you notice we didn't get too far past it. And now we're back at the Kahuna gray line, which is this one right here. Now the tough thing for a lot of people is going to be that, support resistance lines tend to be static. They're established for the week, or for the day, or for the month, or however long they are. They're pivot lines, you know. These are support and resistance lines that are updated every tick. And so, yeah, they're going to move around. And so, again, you can say, well, okay, well, all you have to do is adjust your lines to line up with price, right? Well, yeah, kind of, but they're not moving that much, if you notice. They're holding, and price tends to go to them. Oh, it's not perfect, because, I mean, let's face it, if they just went to the lines exactly every single time, that'd be pretty predictable, That would be a little too easy to decipher. So I have a term called smearing. That's what I call it. It's what our beloved Mr. Market does in order to preserve capital. And it used to bother me what happens in the market and how price moves around. It was disturbing to me when I first started to see what I'm seeing here, that I'm showing here in the video. But see, ultimately, there's one rule in the market, and that's the rule of preserve capital. And that rule is not just for you and me, it's for everyone, including Mr. Market, whoever that may be. Everyone is trying to preserve capital. And that's exactly what's going on here. You're trying to preserve capital. Excuse me. I'm trying to preserve capital, and so is Mr. Market. And so, Mr. Market has been around for quite a long time. Mr. Market's actually pretty good at preserving capital, and you and I have a very amount of experience with all of this, and we need every tool we can get. And so that's why we've developed this Kahuna EA here. And so anyway, I just thought I'd make a little video that presents some of what's going on with the market here. It's just a little slice from October. If I get my crosshairs up here, see if I can get them. Yeah, here we are. Basically, where this is around mid-October, and so you notice that there are these areas where we shot up, and see, these lines have changed a little bit since then, so they're not going to be exact. And the reason is they're updating for the current candle, because you're trading the current candle. You don't want to be trading with old Kahuna lines. You want them updated now. So things like this little bottom, and that one, when it happened right there, was pretty dead on. And here again, we're pretty close here. Now, as the market moves, it's going to change a little bit, and like I said, if I slowed it down, you could probably see that things hold a little bit here and there. Where did that one go to? Where's the market going? Now that's actually a whole nother can of worms. Everybody wants to know. Like, someone asked me the other day. I'll just click to get away from here. Someone asked me the other day, so is this always your target here, the Kahuna white line? And I'm just going to quote one of my all-time favorite quotes from a guitar teacher that I had when I was in high school. I asked him, "Do you always do that?" He said, "I never always do anything." And it's one of my favorite quotes of all time. Now you can say, well, what happened to our white line support here? Well, see, we actually have, if I tighten this up a little bit here, we actually have quite a few more Kahuna lines below here, right? But you'll tend to notice as time goes on, like right now, you notice we got caught at this level here. And you notice where price is right now. See, it didn't stay beyond the white lines for very long. In fact, now the Kahuna white line is providing support, which is what it normally does when we get into this region. Price can push further, but it tends to kind of hang in here. And so this is a great example of what the Kahuna white line and the gray line, which I just added, is a really recent feature that we're going to hopefully be releasing here with our M15 version. Hold on. Okay, well, we'll let this run a little more now. I'm back, and we'll just take a look. Where's it going here? Looks like our Kahuna white line didn't do too bad a job. Yep. Looks like the pink line was holding up there. Looks like price was looking for support, and we found it. So anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. It's a little over 10 minutes already. Just to introduce Kahuna EA. I'll make one with the M15 as well, but just for now, I think it's helpful. And you can see I'll tighten everything up a little bit here as it's going. It's pretty much the outer limit here. Now, price can go beyond here. You know, price can do whatever Mr. Market wants it to do. But generally speaking, we can count on price to hang out somewhere around here most of the time. And it's going to hit Kahuna lines quite often. I'm going to speed it up here just for fun. We'll just let it run a little bit so you can get a feel for it. And so, you know, you could ask, well, okay, so how am I supposed to use this? You know, how am I going to decide when to get in the market, right? Well, there's all kinds of technical analysis tools. There's a million indicators, and I'm sure you have your favorite ones. We're not trying to replace anything that you already use in your own personal trading system. This is only here to provide a supplement and to try to help you make better decisions here. Now, you'll notice things tightened up there. So did the range of prices as things went by here. Things were not moving so much, and so we're trying to take that into consideration here when we're determining where support and resistance are. But now things got a head of steam up here. The bull got some legs, and there we go. Now we're up in the bullish territory up here, and so now you notice that we're tending to stay in this upper range up in here. And so now the Kahuna support, the Kahuna white line, is now support in this area. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with pivot lines and if you've used them very much, but they're very useful. A lot of people like them. We're just trying to create something similar along those lines that is a little more responsive, a little more accurate, and a little more real time here as the market unfolds. You know, everyone would love to have the tell you where it's going to go indicator. You know, just tell me, give me the target indicator. Target indicator. Oh, wouldn't it be nice? Yeah, and it's always right. Yeah, the target is this price, and just buy now, and you'll be fine. You know why automated systems don't work? I'm going to leave it at this, but do you know why they don't work? It's not possible for them to work on an ongoing basis because the market is not operating at the same speed all of the time. The market is changing speed. And as it changes speed, your indicator and the settings of your indicator stop working for that period of time. They're set for a certain speed, and Mr. Market knows all about that, knows all the tricks, of course. Oh, boom. Now that was a nice big one. Here, let's just pause that for a second. Whoop. Now, let's take a quick look at that. What exactly happened here? That was a really nice move. We came within, wow, you know, how many pips here? Very close. And very close down here, right? Now this was a new spike, right? And you notice that the new spike actually is contained right in the white line and almost within the gray line in here. Now, I went by pretty quick there, and I can't reverse things, but I just wanted you to see, and also, you know, as this is going down, we would have had a couple minutes, although these things tend to last about milliseconds here. But even so, even as price has moved on here, our lines are still pretty accurate. So is the close right here, very close to this line. So I'll fire it back up again here, and we'll slow it down a tad. Now that all the shooting's over, what's happening? We seem to be, oh, there it was, right there. We're catching it right at the gray line, and that's why I recently added the gray Kahuna line to the white Kahuna white line. We have the Kahuna gray line. Well, anyway, that was fun. I'm glad you got to see a little bit of the excitement unfolding. So anyway, last thing I just wanted to mention was that the reason systems and EAs in general are not as effective as we would hope is because the market is changing conditions, and the reason it's changing conditions is the number one rule: preserve capital. And of course they're going to change that. You know, if there is a Mr. Market or anyone is in control, of course they're going to change that. If they allowed it to be predictable and consistent, then there's no way that whoever controls the lion's share of the money here would be able to do so. People would generate all kinds of automated things to take advantage of opportunity. And so here, that's part of why, like I said, we have real-time updates. It's measuring. That's why things tighten up. That's why they change. The market is changing all the time, and that's exactly what's going on here. And so anyway, just to give you a little glimpse of what's coming, we're going to have quite a few products available here eventually. We'll do EAs for as many time frames as we can reasonably get this to function with, and then we have a few more things planned. So hopefully things go well here and you enjoy using Kahuna EA. We'd love to hear your feedback, and look forward to working with you in the future, and happy trading. All right, thanks for taking a look, and we'll be doing our darndest here to bring you better products with more precision as time goes on. We're hoping to improve our algorithms and provide even better indicators as time goes on here. So thanks again, and we look forward to hearing from you. All right. Peace.